Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. We meet again in the continuing discussion of the Khand, the four Khand that achieves such Khand, the fifth Khand. We started our discussion with talking about Dharam Khand. And in the world of divinity, in the world of spirituality, we have a very nice word to describe a person who is awakened to the reality that we need to follow the divine path. And that word is Jagyasu. Jagyasu in Punjabi, it means Jeda Jag Pya. One who is awakened to the need to connect back with God, awakened to the need that there is one loving God who is running things in the universe, awakened to the need that we need to connect with satsang, awakened to the need that the way to connect is through jap, is through naam. And once this person is awakened, then this person will seek knowledge. And so from Dharam Khand will progress to Gyan Khand to achieve knowledge of how we walk the path to get back to the house of Vaheguru. And once you have the knowledge, the next obvious step is to make effort to recognize the pathway. So many people, sometimes they acquire the knowledge, yes, but the effort is not made. Saram Khand is about making the effort to walk the pathway so that you can start seeing the beauty of the Lord's creation. So let us talk about the beauty of Saram Khand today. So this are the stages, Dharam Khand, Gyan Khand, Saram Khand, Karam Khand, and Sach Khand, which we are discussing. And in the study of these Khand so far, this is my understanding as of today. And as I always say, we are learning together what are the amazing messages that Guru Maharaj has put in Japji Sahib, as well as in Tantan Shri Guru Granth Sahib, which is our living Guru, which is our Guru of spirituality, in fact, of life. So when it comes to Saram Khand, Japji Sahib says, Saram Khand ki Bani Roop. Once you have already achieved the awakening in Dharam Khand, and then you have achieved the knowledge of Gyan Khand, make effort to start walking on the path. And when you start making effort to walk on the path, you will realize that your thoughts will become beautiful. And when your thoughts become beautiful, your words will become beautiful. You will start to see beauty in things. You will start to feel the beauty of creation around you. what is actually happening here is that our mind is being molded. Yeah. This is because beautiful thoughts are being molded. तिथे कड़िए, तिथे कार्ड कड़िए, बहुत अनूप. Really beautiful thoughts are being molded into our mind. We were awakened, so we came into the realm, if you like, of Dharam Khand. That awakening put some hunger, some thirst for knowledge in our mind. And when we started getting this knowledge, that knowledge was the trigger to make us take effort to walk on this pathway of divinity. So, what effort do we need to make? What is the effort that is required? Now, it is no accident that Guru Maharaj has started the Granth, Tan Shri Guru Granth Sahib, with the message of Jap. The first Gurbani is Jap, which of course we very respectfully say Jap Ji Sahib. So the message is Jap. And through Jap, which is what we are discussing now, this if you like, is the concluding part of Jap. But Jap starts off with recognizing that there is one creator who is everywhere. Ek Oankar, one creator, and he's in everything. Now, if he's in everything and everywhere, then we come back to the very, very famous, almost a cliche, you might say, that we should see God in all. And if we don't see God in all, we probably don't see God at all. If you tell people, ordinary human beings, like me anyway, you should see God in all. You can sort of accept that we should want to see God in all. But how do we do it? How do we practice seeing God in all? So this is where Saram Khand actually shows us the way of how to practice seeing God in all. And for those who have actually achieved this, this is incredible. So the suggestion here is first see the beauty, make an effort to see the beauty in all of God's creation. Then you will start to see God in all. See beauty in the sunlight. See beauty in the rain. See beauty in the summer. See beauty in the winter. See beauty in nature. See beauty in the beautiful man-made architecture. See beauty in the cries of a baby. See beauty in the rag that is being created by a musical instrument. See beauty in the tears of a mother missing her child. See beauty in the laughter that a family is sharing together. Try to see beauty in everything. And this is something which can be achieved by making conscious effort. When we start seeing beauty in things, then we probably will achieve the status of Bhagat Namdev. Bhagat Namdev started seeing the beauty of things. And he declared, when he already reached, he achieved Dharam Khand already, but he, in one of his shabads, he says, Tera naam rudo, roop rudo, ataranga rudo mero Ramaya. And he gives so many examples. He says, look, Marwad जैसे नीर बालहा, बेल बालहा करहला. Just like desert sand looks forward to the rainfall, looks forward to water. And just like the camels that walk in the desert, they love all the creeper weeds that grow in the desert. You see, we find beauty according to um, what we see in the world. And so Bhakt Tanaji, I'm sorry, Bhakt Namdev Ji, based on his world knowledge at that time, he's saying that I have seen that the desert smells beautiful. The desert comes alive when it receives water. I see the camels happily chewing on the creeper weeds, and you can actually see the happiness on their face. And in the night, in the jungles, uh, the hunter entices the deer by creating certain sounds of bell. And it seems that this deer, they get attracted to the sound of the bell. It's a very enticing sound. And just as the deer gets enticed with the sounds of the bell, I get enticed with the sounds of your kirtan. I get enticed with the bells sounding in your temples of worship. And this is how my mind gets enticed to see the beauty in you. In the last month, the Sangat around the world, we have celebrated together the 555th coming year of coming of Guru Nanak. 555 years ago, the world changed for the better because another savior came with a message of love. And we have been celebrating that through Kirtan Darbars, through Nagar Kirtans, and through the sounds of Kirtan. It's quite incredible. I was uh, fortunate enough to join one of the Nagar Kirtan, where Kirtan was going on, live Kirtan, and we were walking, and then there were these people who were, you know, doing the seva. It was quite incredible, quite incredible. So you Kurank Nisnad Balha, tu mere man Ramaya, just like the deer is enticed with the beautiful sweet sounds of the bell, the hunter's bell. I am enticed by the beautiful sounds of people singing your prayer. The theme of the Shabad is, my dear Lord, your name is beautiful. Tera naam Rudo, Roop Rudo, Ataranga Rudo, mere Ramaya. Your name is beautiful. The form that you take, the creation that you have is beautiful. And the people who love you, the love of you is beautiful. Rang here means love. In most places where this word rang is used, it means love. Ram rang. Kade uttar na jaye. The color of love does not fade away. Yeah. So, पर ये मत पापा के संग ओ तोपे नावे के रंग. Rang means if our mind is filled with the thoughts of Maya, thoughts of sin, thoughts of distraction, how do you wash that away? You wash that away through the love of God. वो तो पै ना मैं के रंग. So अतरंग रूड़ो मेरा रामैया. Rahao. Ju Tarni ko Inder Bala. Yeah. Just like Tarni is Tarti, earth, always looks forward to rain. Yeah. kusam baas jaise bhavarla, just as the beautiful scent of flowers attracts the bee, you kokal ko ambala, just like the cuckoo, one of the many birds in India, loves to eat mango, so much so that farmers sometimes have to protect the fruit from the birds, but the birds love it and they will find ways to savor its delights. In the same way, O Lord, my mind, you mere man Ramaya, just as these people love all these things, just as these people see the beauty in all these things. Bharat ko jaise kheer bala, just like a child loves the milk, the baby uh, loves, newborn baby especially loves milk. They cry if they don't get milk. You see, that's the difference between our children and us adults. The child cannot use words, but the child can express uh, the need. The child can express uh, hunger. And how does the child express it? Just simply cries. Can the child do anything? No. In fact, it's often said that the human child is the most helpless among all the species that we see. Human child is the most helpless. But the human child knows that if the child cries, the mother will know what to do. So sometimes it is good to become a child. In the Sharan of the Guru, it is better to be a child. And all we have to do is to cry out and say, Guruji, show me the pathway. चकवी को जैसे सूर बाल्हा मान सरोवर हंसला. There's a chakwi bird always waiting for the sun to come out. And just like the beautiful swans, they want to get a nice, smooth lake like the Mansarovar that we hear of. Ju tarani ko kant balha, Tyo mere man Ramaya. And just as to the good devoted wife, she is waiting for her husband to come in. Just as the wife loves her husband, so is the Lord to my mind. I've made a note to myself here to share a little anecdote with you. A lady once went to see a sadhu, and as we do, I think in many communities, in many societies, when we go to worship, one of the things we do is we talk to the uh, religious leaders there. So this lady was talking to the sadhu, and she said, you know, I can't help it, but my husband, he does physical work. He's a laborer. And when I see him coming back from work, uh, I can't help feeling disgust. He looks so messy. And, you know, I think the fact that I look at him with disgust shows. And the children also um, look at him with disgust. So the sadhu asked her, but why? Why do you find disgust when you look at him? Why do you have this feeling of disgust? The woman started thinking. Then she said, okay, thank you. I will go first. She didn't answer him. After a week or so, when she came back again and she saw this sadhu, she said, "Hey, thank you for your advice." Sadhu looked at her and said, "I have not given you any advice." She said, "No, but you asked me a question that hit my soul. You asked, why do I feel disgust?" He had sent her into Gyan Khand, knowledge, understanding. So I delved deep into my mind and my heart and said, why should I feel disgust? Because I'm only seeing him from the outside. I'm not seeing why my husband is like that. My husband is like that because he's been working whole day. For whom? For me and the family, the children. And immediately there was a change in my mind. And uh, when I had that change of mind, when my husband came back the next day, I went out to greet him and I helped him to get his tools and his clothes out. And I shared this with my children. And I told my children, you know, I have been in the dark. I have only looked at at your father when he comes in, or that he needs to take a shower. But I did not think what he was really all about. I now have realized that this is the man who loves us so much that he could sit down and look very pretty and good. But he's been working so hard, so much so that if someone was to look at him, their first thought would be, oh, this person is scruffy and dirty and has worked a lot. But he's worked for whom? He has worked for us, for me and you children. Let us, when he gets back, treat him with love and respect. Let us show him some love and respect. And when they started doing that, there was a different change in the atmosphere altogether in the family. The man felt so appreciated. The family became a nicer place to be with, and it was totally transformed. The whole atmosphere of the family was transformed. So thank you, Sadhuji, for asking the question, why? Why do I feel this? Then I realized it was just my state of mind. And this is true. This is what Saram Khand is all about. We make an effort to change the state of our mind, and that state of mind will help us to start seeing beauty in things. So this family started seeing beauty in things. Yeah. So बारक को जैसे खीर बालहा चात्रक मुख जैसे जल तरा the rain bird likes rain in its mouth मछली को जैसे नीर बालहा just as the fish loves the water loves the sea त्यों मेरे मन रामैया. And this is how the love of the Lord sits in my mind. Sadak Siddh Sagal Munchahe. Then Bhagata Namdev says, I know this, that there are many, many many saints who are actually looking to find the Lord, looking to find your connection with God. They are making their effort. All of them are making their effort. They are praying day and night. They are connected with his harjas all the time. They are connected with his kirtan. They are connected with his naam. They are making the effort. But you know what? Not everybody's achieved it. Birle kahu ditla. Only few have got connected to him. And of course, Bhakta Namdev says that because he is one of them. Yeah. And in the next episode, I will tell you about him, how he got connected. सगल पवन तेरो नाम बालहा त्यों नामे मन बीठला. Your name is dear, Balha. Your name is dear to the whole universe. Sagal Pavan. सगल पवन के नायका सगल पवन तेरो नाम बालहा त्यो नाम में मन बीठला. You and your naam and your recognition. Naam means recognition. Yeah. The love for seeking you out. It is the love of the universe. And that is how your naam is to my mind. So this is why Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji started with this Bani Jap. Japna kiye. We want to worship. Jap means to keep reciting, keep repeating something again and again, to totally focus on something. Jap. What do we do jap for? We do jap for Naam, for Gurbani, for Guru Mantar, for Vaheguru, like some people who sit down in meditation first thing in the morning and they focus on this Naam, Japana. And if you get up in the morning, and in fact, some people like Maskeen ji says that even before you shower, just sit down after you have kind of basically done your morning wash up and things. Sit down for some minutes and just focus on Vaheguru. And his suggestion is when you say Vaheguru, hear the sound of your voice. Vaheguru. Hear the sound. You know, when they say Suniye, this is the meaning of Suniye. We not just Suniye Kirtan, not just Suniye other people's prayer. Suniye not just only Katha, but Suniye, listen to yourself when you are reading Gurbani, when you are doing Gurbani. And if I may share with you, when I learned this little technique that I must listen to the Gurbani that I am reciting, I found that my mind wanders away less. It still wanders. I'm still on the journey. I'm still on the pathway. But this was a game changer for me because I started listening to what I am reciting, you know. पर ये मत पापा के संग ओ तो पै नावे के रंग पुन्नी पापी आखन नाए कर कर करना लिख ले जाओ. I was listening to the words. And because I was listening to the words, my focus became on what the words mean. And automatically, other thoughts became less. Maybe a suggestion for you. You might want to try. And in Dev Gandhari, Rag Dev Gandhari Mela Chotha, or fourth master, he also talks about the beauty. Because this is what Saram Khand is. It is effort to find beauty in the world. And when you find beauty, then Saram Khand ki Bani Hor. Your words will become beautiful. The words become beautiful when thoughts become beautiful. So here Guru Maharaj says, Mero Sundar, O my beautiful Lord and Master, Kaho Mile, let me know where we can meet, in which lane, in which space, in which effort. What effort do I make? Mero Sundar, kaho mile kit gali, kedi gali vich milna, kithe milna, kis tarah milna. And then in the next line, Guru Maharaj says, actually I have met Amar Das, and Amar Das has showed me the way. Har ke sant batao marg. Guru Amar Das showed me the way. He showed me the pathway. And all I did was, hum piche lag chali. I just followed him. I just went with him. And then what happened? Then Guru Maharaj says, when I followed the pathway and when I saw you, I was astonished. Hamra man moyo Guru Mohan, hum bism bhai mukh lage. When I when I saw your darshan, I became so astonished. Hamra man moyo Guru Mohan, hum bism bhai mukh lage. So suddenly ran soi andiyari. My whole life I was sleeping in ignorance. Gur kinchat kirpa jage. Because uh, the Guru, the true Guru, and in our case, Shabd Guru, because Shabd Guru is awakening us. Every time there's an awakening, you see, there's not just one awakening of understanding that we need to walk the path. Once you are on the path, there's a greater awakening to understand that we must appreciate the beauty of His creation. Then there's an awakening that we must recognize that it is His creation, and then maybe we will be able to reach to Dharam Khand, where we will be able to see Him in everything. Yeah, that would be another awakening. So Sagalarayan Soi Andiyari, I was sleeping my whole life. Gur Kinchat Kirpa Jage, Jan Nanak Ke Prabh Sundar Swami, Mohe Tum Sar Avar Na Lage. Now I have already reached to Karam Khand, where I can see the beauty, your beauty in everything. Yeah. And those people who have reached there, then others are looking at them and saying, is this the case? Is this person really in Dharam Khand or Gyan Khand or Saram Khand or Karam Khand? Where in that four stages has this person reached? Well, truth be told, no one can talk about another person's state of mind. No one can talk about your spiritual state. You and God, only you know where you have been. And if people try to say or describe, oh, this person is at this level, you know how sometimes uh, in religious organizations, people try to put labels to the level of a divine achievement. Guru Maharaj says, no, you cannot do that. Just focus on yourself. ताक्या गल्ला कथिया ना जाए जेको कहे पीछे पछताए. Someone who has achieved Saram Khand, it is very difficult to describe their state of mind. Why? You have to be in the state of mind, then only you will know what is the state of mind. For example, you might grow, uh, you might live your life as a loving child to your parents. But what is parenthood? You will never know until you become a parent. You know, you can see Bhagats, you might even see their divine aura. But what it is like to be in Saram Khand, if someone tries to describe it, they can't. And if they do, they are going to regret it. Jeko kahe, piche pachtaye. Because uh, you see, this is the amazing thing about divinity. And as I am listening to Gurbani and as I am thinking about this, uh, the difference between worldly things, worldly treasure, and spiritual treasure. This is spiritual treasure that we are talking about. The basic difference is this, that worldly treasure I can pass on to you. I can pass on to my next generation. I can give my wealth to somebody else. I can pass my assets to somebody else. I can even give my knowledge to someone else. But this feeling of Saram Khand, I cannot pass it on. This divinity, one person cannot pass to the other. A father cannot give his divinity to his wife, to his children, sorry. Uh, a husband cannot give the divinity to the wife cannot give the divinity to husband. So this is why we find in the world that sometimes the parents are very divine, making the effort, religious effort of prayer and seva, but the children are not. And sometimes we find that the children or a child is divine, but whereas the father is not, and the child cannot pass this back to the father, you know. Uh, and we have instances of this even in Gurbani, where we talk about Harnakash. He was a very cruel father to his child, but his child had divinity, but that divinity could not be shared. So if you want to talk about the divinity, if you want to talk about sharing the divinity, it cannot be done. So this is why people looking from outside in to people who have achieved a certain level of divinity, they cannot describe it. Only you and you alone know at which level of divinity you have reached, how much of the pathway you have transgressed, yes, or moved along. So, what is happening there? What is going on there in Saram Khand? Well, Guru Maharaj says, we're getting you ready for Karam Khand. Because your mind is being molded now. You're getting ready for the ultimate position to become a full Bhagat. You're a Jagyasu. You have awoken. You have had this hunger to find knowledge, and you found the knowledge. Now you have started practicing what you have learned, all that you have done. So now you are starting to move along the pathway of divinity. And as you move along, what will happen? Tithe kadiye surta mata mana buddh. 4 words here. And I'm just trying to make an effort to find out why Guru Maharaj used these 4 words. And this is my best understanding of it. And maybe this is not complete, and maybe someone wants to enlighten me. But so far, what I understand is that you are being molded to get ready of Karm Khand. How? The effort of the jap that you will do will mold your surta. Surta means focus. So sometimes, we say, Surta tikake bani pado. I hear our elders saying, Surta tikake. That means focus your mind. So your mind is practicing to become more focused in what? In the Naam. And one of the things that I have found along the way to practice on Surta is to listen. Listen as carefully as you can. Listen to each word of Bani that you utter. Don't rush with it. Take your time with it. If you have time to do Panj Paudiyaan, do Panj Paudiyaan. If you have time to do 15 Paudiyaan, 15 Paudiyaan, do 15 Paudiyaan. But every Paudi that you do, focus on the meaning. Because I believe that that would be more beneficial to our soul and to our divinity than rushing through 5 Banya, but actually not even paying attention to what's being said. And the test that sometimes we are not listening to what we are saying is that we are doing one Bani and then we forget where we were. And then you need to go back. Or we mix up one Bani Japji with Raras or Raras with Japji. Has happened to me. So we are still working to practice on how we listen and how we focus. So Tithe Kadiye Surta, then Mat. So when I look around the use of the word Mat, Tu Samaratha Vadda, Meri Mat Thodi Da. You are so big, you are so vast, you are so great, you're so enormous. Meri Mat Thodi Ram. I don't have the perspective to see how great you are, how big you are. Sometimes we say, Edi mata thodi, his perspective is a low perspective. So even in our daily conversation, surta, focus, mata, the perspective, man is the mind, the thinking engine. So this thinking engine is also going to become more profound, more sophisticated, and that will also help us to mold the Buddha. As you practice your Nam, your Buddhi, your reasoning, your logic will also improve. So Guru Maharaj says this is what the journey through Saram Khand is going to be, because you are making effort, real effort, Saram Khand, effort to try to understand the beauty, to see the beauty of life, to see the beauty of God's creation. When you start seeing the beauty of God's creation with the blessing of the true Shabda Guru and the blessing of Vaheguru, you will then be able to reach to Karam Khand Tithe Kadiye, Sura Siddhaki Sudh. You will be molded with the intellect of angels and the Siddhs. So the Siddh are the people who have actually already understood uh, that God is in all creation. They have understood that this is the pathway that we need to take. So, with these words, let us all pray that we are blessed with Saram Khand. Let us all seek the knowledge. Let us all make the effort of Saram Khand to start seeing the beauty of God's creation and everything. And then maybe through the practice of this, we will be able to reach where we will get His complete blessing. And when His blessing comes in, we will be able to see Him in all. Ullah Chukka Dikhima, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.